to another set right here at Conversations with the host, and yes, I have three beautiful ladies seated with me, and thanks to them, Thursdays are officially our favorite days of the week because an episode of Single Kiasi drops every single Thursday on Showmax. Now, for anyone who's living under a rock, let me put you up to speed. Now, Single Kiasi is this fantastic series centered around these fantastic ladies. We have May, boss lady, and then we have Becca, who's really trying to hold on to that marriage since the leave. And then on the farthest end, we have the diva, the drama, the queen, all that and so much more, Mariah. Yes. Yeah, so these three ladies just trying to maneuver through life, career, relationship, married men, all that and so much more. So can we get the show started?
Absolutely,
yes,
we can.
Thank you so much for being here. First of all, you look so good.
Thank you for having us.
I feel like what drop can I change, please? Because you know,
good. Always looking good.
And she's serving. Boss lady is serving. I want to work in your office.
You're very welcome.
All right.
You're very welcome.
So good job on the series.
Thank you.
It's an adaptation of Unmarried, which is done in South Africa. Did you know you was about to do an adaptation of a South African series? And did that make you go watch it if you hadn't watched it? And did it give you any sort of pressure when you realized that is what was about to happen? Start with you.
Okay. Yes, we were told it's an adaptation from South Africa, the show Unmarried. And personally, for my role as Mariah, I didn't do so much research with Unmarried. I did so much research with Mariah as a slay queen. She goes out with Mubabas. So my research was based on that, just to internalize my character. I didn't do so much of Unmarried research, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You said, Charlie, what did you say?
Did it give you any sort of pressure when you realized, oh, this is what we're almost about to do? Did you feel like
pressure? No, never been a dormant actor. Will never be.
Come on.
No, it's no pressure at all.
No pressure. All right. So there's so many people who are watching and would want to get into this space of acting, and they're probably wondering, did they go for auditions or were they just begged? Do you know how there's no even point of like trying to make it in this industry because they already know who they want for their shows? So boss lady, I want to know the process of you landing this role, because you have quite a major role in this series. So for anyone who's watching, were you like, did you go for auditions? Did you have to go through the original organic process?
I mean, for anyone who assumes that we just are sitting in bed and we just receive phone calls from, the Mnet to go, that's not what happens. Obviously, we went for auditions. First you get your headshots, you send those headshots, you send your reels, you go in for several auditions, several callbacks. Then there's like a chemistry match. I had 2 matches to find who my husband was going to be.
We don't love your husband. He did you.
Who my ex.
He did you dirty.
He did me dirty.
Yeah.
He did me
and to
dirty.
imagine that it happens to people
in real life all the time.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to what you were saying.
So we had to go through a very normal process of auditioning and stuff. The way you see us here, it's not a one-day thing. It's not an overnight. We call it the 10-year overnight success because it takes 10 years. But then at that overnight, you just see the overnight. Okay. We did everything.
All right. So this is for anyone who's like, I want to get these roles, but I don't know how. These superstars went through the process to get the movie. So keep sending your auditions and keep trying. All right, Becca, the beautiful wife, holding on to this man who's bringing nothing at home, but you're married. And you gotta do what you gotta do for your man.
You have to be loyal. You have to be there for your husband, your family, everyone, but yourself. That's so unfortunate.
Tell me your reaction when you realized this is the character that you're gonna play. Was it something that was far from what Becca would do in real life? Or was it so easy for you to sleep on it? Because you know what, me, I'm a stick by my man. Come rain or shine. But in your situation, it's rain. You know everything. I'm looking forward for some shine, but so far it's raining. And as per last week's episode, you're about to rain on
Motto.
him.
There's been some good
Oh,
coming.
child.
You know, it
No.
can't always be stormy.
For me, it's actually when Lenana said, if you were happily married, you wouldn't be here.
That is so true. That statement
The
was said, and I was like, I agree. Me as Faith, I agree that that is true.
Do you realize how we're making them want to watch the movie now? The
They
series?
have to.
Watch that so
series.
please
Have
go
to.
find it. So tell me about your character and
So-
how you embodied it.
My character as Becca is a mother and a wife. One, I am not a mother yet, and I'm not a wife.
Yet.
So yet.
Thank you.
Well,
That's very
yet.
Yes.
So
Or it's
of course,
Kanairo.
let me just say,
Moving on swiftly.
kama
Yes.
hajaweka pete, you are single.
Kama
Yes.
na kama engaged?
Single.
Yes.
Na kama amekuintroduce kwa mama yake?
Single.
Kama kuna account pamoja?
Single.
Very single.
Very single and
Really
foolish.
single, double
Fully single.
Yeah, and foolish on top.
Yes.
And foolish. And clowning.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's go.
So like playing that character, of course I had to not be Faith. I had to be a mother. I had to channel being a mother, and I had to look up to like my mom, how she used to treat us. She's an awesome mom. So I was like, yeah, since Becca is a good mom to her kids in the show, why not? And now being a wife to such a person is putting myself in the shoes of someone who has been with a sweetheart for so long. Because with Becca and Eric have been together since high school. So it means they know each other since young. And that's all she knows. She just knows Eric, and Eric is her partner and her life. And it was difficult for her. I would say it is difficult for her being with such a person, and you're like, now what should I do? I've tried everything. What can I do?
Sorry, babe.
Sorry. It's okay. It's good. Jesus.
So,
But Lenana happened.
Yeah, we know what you can do. We know what you are doing. What you can do.
Lenana happened.
You are doing what
And
you
on
can
this
do.
week's episode, we're about to find out if she continues to be a loyal wife or she
she
finally
does what
goes
she does.
back to the streets.
But also the husband is not like loyal.
Well, he's not here. We're talking about you. Don't try.
yeah.
Don't try to justify yourself. So please, guys, please, you're not too far behind if you haven't started watching. This week should be episode 4, but
No.
5,
7.
7.
Yeah.
That's how.
So you're a bit far, but binging.
Okay,
Binging.
binging. Yeah,
Binging.
This
Yeah.
you're
Some
about to
wine.
find out if she's gonna stay loyal or so please go watch. Mariah, Slay Queen,
Yes,
Married
honey.
Men,
Diva.
Private Jets,
Yes.
Luxury Shopping,
Life.
Cocktails and Champagne, Sparkles Darling,
Bubbles.
Inches of hair, human hair, designer outfits because she's a soft girl and a baby girl for life.
Yes.
And she's gonna do anything to maintain that position. And that's just about it. I wish my life was that soft. Well, thank God for the movie. You get to experience soft life.
Yes.
Now, you know, your role is a mirror of what the society has become, especially with young girls. Soft life for life. You know, hashtag baby girl. You know?
Toto.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Sad truth. Yes.
It's that, if you're going to be honest, it's the young girls who are after married men. It's the young girls who want everything given to them on a silver platter without them having to move a muscle. And here you are, doing the same. What hope do you wish that your role will, what message do you wish that your role will pass?
My
Across
message. Okay. Playing Mariah is something I tell everybody. I'm telling a story, like you said. We have so many young girls right now who want to live the cloud chasing life, where, I mean, come on, girl, you don't have anything to survive on. You have no career. You just survive on that Mubaba's wallet. So for me, it's not really. I hope I give hope. I hope I encourage them. But for me, it is to tell the story, the real life story, the naked truth. Like tuache kuficha anymore. This is how these chicks live. So once they know, or once the public and society sees Mariah and I drive Mercedes but nyumbani anakula noodles,
Fridge iko empty.
empty. Yeah, she doesn't have money to pay that mortgage. She can't even afford to live that lifestyle. Like drop JK, nothing. Mariah has nothing.
Yeah.
Can they just realize that they cannot keep doing this? You can't cheat the hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I just show the naked truth and hope I give them hope. I just hope to do that. That's
Yeah.
what I do. And that is why I play Mariah, like the divaness has to be seen.
All
The
right.
fakeness has to be seen. The
It's
truth
very
has
evident.
to be seen. Yes.
It's very, very evident. And also what social media has become. The need to
The pressure.
show this lifestyle and keep people up to date, the desire for likes and the instant gratification. I remember when you was posting your pics after the private jet, and your man doesn't want you to do that, you know, because you're about to expose.
I am a secret.
Yes.
I'm a secret. He doesn't want. He just wants to keep me there. I entertain him. I make his days longer and happy. Diabetes is songe kidogo. So I'm a secret.
You're a secret.
And why would you want to live as a secret?
That's the point.
Ukizaliwa ukiwa siri, mbona utakuwa siri?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Morals, girls, our morals have just left the window, and that's so wrong.
Is there hope to bring it back?
Is there?
Tell me.
Is there? Okay. From Mariah, the hope or the realization does not even come. I'm sorry to say that. Like, she just wants to live this facade and this illusion for the rest of her life. I feel like, personally, in real life, something has to happen to you. That Mubaba has to cut off. But you see, even though the Mubaba cuts off, then you go find another Mubaba. Because that's a fake life you're used to.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I think
Is
it will
there
just
hope?
come from your own self-awareness at some point when you realize, okay, what do I have for myself? Do I still want to continue living this life, or?
I think there's a major point for all of us that has to do with contentment that we are lacking in some kind
We
of
lack.
way. And obviously for Mariah, it's a bit more obvious. It's like this is what you want to be content. But for Sintame and for Rebecca as well, we have these gaps of contentment where we're just feeling, I mean, everyone has that. We fill these gaps with
Other
things.
Yeah.
Mine could be career, hers could be like trying to find this long-winded love that, you know, just takes you away from the streets. But somehow you're still in the streets, baby girl.
She's back.
She's
about to be back.
Social media continues to be social media.
Yeah.
So there's that. And if that is their source, is
Yeah.
there hope? You know?
Because Mariah is the most obvious version
Yes.
of it.
Yes.
Like you're the most in your face version of we're all hiding something, trying to fulfill our lives with things.
Social media.
But we're all like that in some way.
In some
so
way,
I guess
true.
the hope is to find contentment in the way we live.
Hopefully
Preach.
she finds it.
Princess. Now back to you, Sintame, the boss lady with this career, the smart one, the one who walks into boardrooms and lets people know what's up.
She's in the building.
You know. But then again, she can pick the correct presentations, she can pick the correct outfit work, she can pick the best business plan, but she cannot pick the right man.
But again, isn't that just life? Isn't that just life? Like balance with work-life balance is so hard for all of us. You know, that's the one thing. I mean, everyone would be like, are you balanced? You feel like 100%, 100%?
Yeah.
Everyone would be like, no, I feel like I'm giving this a bit more and I could give this a bit more.
Yeah.
And so that's where she lacks, is I feel like her personal life is a bit tricky.
All right.
But in terms of work, she's really on
She's
it.
a boss.
And
she's
she
a
does
queen.
everything 100.
Yeah.
But how about you chose the right man? Why did the man choose not to act right?
Right.
There's no way it's your fault.
It's not your fault.
Right, girls, come on!
Look at them having your back.
This is how it is. This is how it goes.
I love it.
Again,
Now, again, I'm gonna ask you. You know, there's so many women who are doing so well in their career spaces, but then they will always be put to the corner of, but you're not a wife. You don't have kids. Are you gonna marry your career?
Yeah.
So we forget that they have even 200 people in the payroll.
Yeah.
You know, we forget
Yeah.
they are breaking barriers across the globe.
Yeah.
We forget that they are changing.
But
But
this
this
is
is
my
a
question.
step at a
though.
time.
Is getting married an achievement? Is having children an achievement?
Right.
I think
Is
that's
it-
that's
is-
the
is-
conversation.
For
Right,
her
exactly.
role, that's
The
the
question
conversation.
is it your desire?
Right, what
Not
is
just because
what
it's
do you
your
value?
choice.
Where do you put your
Yes.
value?
Exactly.
Right, because for Sinta May, she'd be like, okay, of course she definitely wants to have kids and she wants to have this life.
Yeah.
But she's like, I also love my career. Like, I'm also very happy and fulfilled in what I do and helping other people. So that it's where your value lies. And if your value is in things that are
it's okay.
So
and also,
we women should be so confident enough to know that if my value as a woman is going to be added by having children, do that. If it's about being a career woman, do that.
If that's where you
don't owe anybody any validation, nothing. Just do you and stop being victimized because you don't have children, you're infertile. Do not. Be confident in who you are. And I hope that's the message Cynthia May passes to all you women.
Wherever your value lies, be in that thing.
So maybe that's how the conversation is to shift now, and maybe we should be asking, where is your value? What do you value? And whatever you value, work towards that.
And then that's what now brings that contentment that we're talking about, because now you're not content if you're not doing what you value, right? So I'm a family person, but I'm out here like in the club or vice versa, right? So I'm not happy, I'm not content, and then so then that the value, the contentment, then I'm in this weird funk. But if we're true to ourselves, I think that's what we're all longing for, is just to be real and content with the things that we really value, not what other people want us to be.
So maybe this should go out to everyone who maybe likes to pinpoint the women who are like doing so well in their careers and do not seem to have kids or families. Don't push them to the wall. It's not an achievement.
As me for what? Are you the doorkeeper of people who have kids?
Because also you get that pressure from your family sometimes. You go for this family get-togethers and they're like,
the aunties are like,
your aunties, you know? And that auntie is a divorced one. Most times she's divorced, but she's there.
But also just like, where are they going to be after the wedding day? That's the thing. Where are you the rest of the year? Where are you after giving birth?
And then again, also, I want to emphasize on this. It's never about picking a right man. It's never about, he's the man you fell in love with. Okay? So men should act right. Please. In Kanairo.
You're shouting.
Please. Act right.
If all the men come to the front, ladies, let's put them in order. Ladies, move behind a bit. Please move. Come.
Mariah has a message.
Yes, we're going to bring it back to the front in a few. Let me just speak to the men, okay? Cool. Mariah, go ahead.
Men should just decide to act right on who they are. Okay? Work hard. Stop being like Cynthia May's husband. You want to always want the credit card. You're doing nothing. All you're doing is getting women in Kanairo. Can you please work hard? Can you be men?
These are the kind of emotions that you're gonna get when you're watching single Kiasi. So if you do not have showmax,
why am I so mad?
Because it's happening. And without spilling too much tea, it's literally something that's happening this week in our news. So I mean, these are the lives of people. So
can we have like 2 seconds of silence?
Like water break.
Silence, please.
The chakras need to align.
Alright. So I want to now get a little bit into your experience in filming the movies so far. I know you're not yet done.
Series. Maybe, but one day it'll be a movie.
No, I want it to be a series, so it keeps going on and going on. So already I'm looking forward to season 2, 3, 4. So I don't want it to be a movie. So I want to know some of your highlights when shooting your different roles. Have you had like a difficult part in the role so far? Did you have a moment when it was like completely, oh my god, this particular scene is taking every single thing in me? But you know what? The story needs to be told.
Well, hey, so many highlights. As Becca, I experience a lot of emotions. There is one where I fall in love. There is one where I am heartbroken. There's a part where I am with my girls and they're so supportive. And in fact, one of my favorite scenes, it's not one specific one, is when we are the 3 girls. You do not see enough girl empowerment and supporting each other. Like you always see shows or whatever, reality TVs even, showing girls tearing each other apart. Like, oh no, there's no way you'll do better than me. But in this show, girl empowerment, it's like whiz. And I like that about this show.
Unfortunately, they didn't tell you that your zip was not too strong.
We did, in our defense, we didn't know.
We
didn't know.
I'm just trying to. Because they are the ones who kept telling you when you was doing different changes. No. So they fed failed you on that particular
Well,
scene?
I don't think it's intentional. She was
Don't
drunk and
try
over.
and make them look nice. Just admit they failed you once.
Go with it.
Thank God the man you had was kind enough to wrap you in the court.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, take notes.
Don't be too fast to calling him a gentleman. I have a feeling he's gonna be
Huh?
guilty. Calm yourself down.
Really?
Relax. That is how they
say
start. That's how they start. Especially those extremely nice sweet ones. I really fear those.
What?
Yep. They start being ice cream.
Big
then-
one.
By the way, yeah, good boys, hey?
Yeah,
Oh,
masala bit.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like that one.
Pepper
Like,
sauce.
you know.
Wait for pepper sauce.
Pepper sauce and coming. So Mariah, let me hear some of your highlights so far.
Okay. Reality kwa ground ni socialites usually mask a lot of that with diva and everything. So for Mariah, case scenario, Mariah has a Pandora's box that we get to open, and you get to see her past, which is quite ugly, and it's something that really affects the justice system in Kenya. And for me, playing that role was the most challenging thing I ever had to do as an actor. I had to be so vulnerable. I had to be something I've never done. I had to do something that society is not right for society. And it's something personally I would never want to do in life, right? It's wrong, outright wrong. And it took a toll on me. And de-rolling from that took like a whole week. Yeah, because it also has affected, it has affected, I think, every household in Kenya. It's something that you will watch it. It's beautiful. You will cry. Trust me. Chocolate nakata onions. But it was so hard. It was so hard fighting my demons and facing my demons as Mariah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the honesty.
Kwanza this episode, Ebu just
Yeah, Leo.
Hey,
Wiki.
That was not challenging.
this week's
3
episode.
mubalas.
This week's episode is moto. Just
But it's hot. It's season.
It's so shallow.
Can you just go watch this?
Yeah, just
If you let us get to hear Sintami's highlights and then we can go watch the series because now I need to just go watch it.
Oh my
Tell me.
days. So what's the question? The highlights
Your
are?
highlights, yeah. During
Shooting.
shooting, like what have been your
Oh my
high moments,
days,
your
oh
low
my
moments?
days.
Tell me.
Shooting this show was those are many verbs. Very there are a lot of ways in which Sintame and I are not the same, and so getting into that character was a bit challenging sometimes because I feel that I would react differently from what she would. But I think in general, in terms of the cast and stuff, my favorite part was just working with the cast. As in, these people are they give you, actually every script that I would read, they give you a completely different energy from what you would originally have thought maybe that character would give you. So maybe it says Mariah gets up angrily. Mine will give you some other, you're like, wait, what? Okay, I guess we're doing that. And then it just works, right? Because
It kind of feeds your character.
yeah, because Mina knows who Mariah is. You know, Faith is Rebecca. She understands. So when we tweak these things to make the story more real, that's the magic of what we do. And I appreciate that because you guys are always up in your game.
All right.
And that makes me up my game.
It's about to get emotional up here.
Yeah.
So just finally, as we wind up, were you guys friends before?
Never.
No way. You hadn't worked together.
No.
So what did you do to make sure there's a chemistry so that's not awkward in the scenes? Because in the series, I keep saying movie, in the show you have to be like super close and you know you got each other's back regardless of what rubbish each one of you is handling. So what did you do prior to make sure we can feel and see the chemistry so it doesn't look fake and plastic? Oh, it just came naturally.
by the way.
You know what I would say?
Yeah.
I would say actually that the fact that we're working together, it's like when you're working, the people who you work with, right? You have to get along because you're working.
Yeah, because you have something to produce.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, those you just don't like.
True. But again,
Trust Mariah to let
if
you
you have,
I know. Trust Mariah to let you. Mariah, you could have let that one.
I know she was like, oh wait, the sauce.
Okay,
But like, if you have
I will never make
a
this
similar
now.
goal, like everything, no matter what you're doing, the whole team will be involved in getting that goal. Our goal is to be friends and to see each other
through our lives.
Yeah.
That is really what our goal is as friends.
Yeah.
So no matter what we're doing in all our Madagodanyo, at the end of the day, we're gonna see each other through our lives.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dogodanyo is Dogodain.
It's Dogodain.
That WhatsApp group.
And you know what's even
Oh yeah, what's up, group?
so now you're gonna make me want to be ahead in this group. Stop making me feel like I'm forthwilling of
You can join the Patreon. Join our Patreon.
Yeah, clearly. I'm just like, okay, Simni add Basin.
You can register.
Yeah, you can register.
Small fee.
But what's even better, let me tell you what's even nice. I know a series has a couple of episodes and then it's gonna be a wrap. But you know what's gonna last forever? You guys are gonna be friends for life.
Yes, I'm here for that.
Right?
So true.
Yeah.
So true.
Alright, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to watch this week's episode. I follow keenly and closely and I love to see what you are doing. And I'm just so happy because right now the revolution is literally being televised.
Come on.
We
are
are
doing it.
amazing productions.
For real.
People are not sleeping. We are upping the game. We are breaking the record and setting new ones effortlessly.
Come on.
We're believing
And
in
they are
ourselves.
changing the game one heel at a time. Like
Yeah.
high heels up in this big.
Come on.
So I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
Guys, please, you need to watch Single Kiasi. You've been asking for good content, right? You
Yeah.
have been saying, no,
Yeah.
you guys are not giving us anything to watch. Now we have something.
A whole series.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you have no excuse. Please go get your subscription for Showmax. Go find Single Kiasi. Watch these amazing ladies as they maneuver life. Trust me, you're going to find yourself in their characters. You'll find yourself, and you could be all of them 3 in 1. Don't feel the need to put yourself in a box. You could find your aspects in everyone.
And you might be one of the dudes. Let's just say. I'm just saying.
Oh boy.
Is it? But I'm just.
I need to have those dudes on this set, right?
Yes.
You should.
You agree?
Oh.
You
Yeah.
will?
Yeah.
Are you gonna push that conversation for me?
Oh yeah.
Alright. Thank you very much. That's why I love it. I think also now I'm gonna become part of the sister gang.
This. Come on.
Yeah. You know? You're welcome.
But register because
Registration.
That's all we had for you. I'm super excited to have had this conversation with these amazing ladies. Anything to push the industry forward, I'm definitely inside. So guys, go watch the series and we're looking forward to seeing what more they have in store for us. So do take good care of yourself. My name is Violet Tangena and this is Single Kiasi.